What stands out about Iowa State?
They're a good defensive team. They're going full court pressure, kind of like similar to what we do, and it's gonna be a you know interesting game. See how we come back that and just also just give them a little test of their own medicine too.
You mentioned them kind of being a little bit like y'all. Is there an opponent you've played this season that kind of does some of the same things defensively?
Uh, I would say they remind us a little bit of Texas A&M. Kind of want to pressure, take time off the clock, and just rush. Make us rushing through shots we shouldn't take.
That A&M game was a pretty long time ago at this point.
Yeah.
Do you still feel you can draw lessons from that game, even though it was like 2 or so months ago?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and we also practice on it every day, so it ain't something we just kind of like just do it when the game comes. But we practice on it every day.
How important will taking care of the ball be, given what they do defensively?
Very important. I think it's that's what wins or lose the game for us. If we have more turnovers, if we shouldn't, I think it's going to be a long game. But if we take care of the ball real good and just attack the press good, I think we have a great chance to win the game.
What do you feel like's been working so well for you offensively these last couple of weeks?
My teammates, point guard, everyone just finding me and just me just getting my spots and just finishing.
How much better has Jacoby gotten at throwing that lob over the course of the season?
I wouldn't say better. I just say he just got more confidence and just more trust.
Had a couple of turnovers late against Virginia, but overall the turnover numbers were really good over the weekend. Why do you think y'all were better about taking care of the basketball?
Because we knew that's anything. If you turn over the ball too much, you give yourself a less chance of winning the game. And we want to be in the situation. We want to be in Sweet 16, Elite 8. So we knew we had to take care of the ball all weekend.
Do you think there's an advantage to mostly all of you having experience getting on a plane, going through the first weekend, and this quick turnaround? Like, do you feel like you guys can take away from the experience of having done that in the past to this year, or is that not a factor?
I don't think it's it's a factor for real. We just had the SEC tournament and it's back-to-back games, so we kind of used to it. We have one of the best, if not the best, strength coach in the country, and also a good athletic trainer. Get us ready for games. So it wasn't a factor. We just one thing on our mind. We come in and we just lock in on the game we got to play, and once the game over, we get our body right.
How cool is this experience for you to kind of be able to make 2 separate runs in the tournament with almost 2 virtually different teams, with you still in the starting lineup on both teams?
It just it's definitely amazing. It's something that I've dreamt of since I got into college. Just back-to-back, NCAA tournament runs. Not only that, like you said, Elite Eights, Sweet 16 runs. It is good, and just me being an older guy, just being able to, we've been here, we were here last year, being able to point to the younger guys, the new guys, what it takes, to keep advancing.
At this level, everybody, has put in the preparation. Everybody wants it just as bad. What do you feel like is going to have to separate you guys to be able to continue to win a couple more games?
Just the guys, like the team who plays the hardest, And I think, I've said this in multiple interviews now, when we the hardest playing team in the country, I think, we're going to win every game.
Do you like late starts?
Say that again?
Do you like late start times?
It really don't matter, to be honest. I think when this game day, once we start going, get our preparation ready, I think it doesn't matter the time we play. We're just ready to go.